Recently, Richland City Manager Cindy Johnson and NORAM Development Managing Partner Larry White met at City Hall and signed an agreement that puts a plan in action to develop about 1,500 acres of land south of Badger Mountain during the next 20 years.
It's a pretty unique opportunity to have a property of this size and a property owner that's willing to be this patient with the development of the property and kind of follow the planning principles that this community feels is really important. Other property owners might have chunked off smaller development size pieces, and then you lose some of the overall control. So this is pretty special, and it's kind of a fortunate situation for the city. One of the real interesting planning principles that was used here, while it's a large property, they started with kind of a template of how far a person could reasonably walk in a reasonable period of time. So they developed this kind of half-mile radius, and that's sort of the module that's used for developing the neighborhoods within the larger community. And so typically within that half-mile radius, you would have access to open space and some of the services and commercial opportunities that you might want. So that was kind of the mindset that went into the planning, and one of the things that helps make it very walkable. It's also a fairly compact development. About 25% of the site is set aside as open space. So the remaining development in many cases is a little denser and a little more compact, which again makes it a little easier to walk from place to place.
The statement, "You don't know where you're going until you know where you've been," certainly rings true in this instance. The concept of a planned community is an idea that many of our longer tenured residents and history buffs are very familiar with. Back in the 1940s, Richland was taken over by the federal government, and a planned community was built to house the thousands of workers needed to build a plutonium processing plant. In a way, the Badger Mountain South development has taken us back to the future.
Marty, roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Good job, Doc.
Thanks.